And welcome back to an Epicube UHC that I decided to do post-game commentary for. Played last night at about 11 o'clock. It was good fun, I promise. I'm out of water, which is kind of bad because my throat is now really dry. Yeah, let's just continue, I guess. Someone got banned for flying there. I'm not entirely... Grayson said it was people got banned because they were spectating and the anti-cheating mucked up and banned spectators, but I don't know. Maybe there's just loads and loads and loads of hackers, but I don't know. Thankfully, I was never a victim of it, or at least I haven't been thus far. Will I be? Find out. No, I'm sure I was just being over dramatic there. It's a bit of a gathering at the house opposite mine. I wonder what's going on there. Anyway, I should focus on this. Someone else has died. Nahu stuff. Slain by El Raxi. These could be French people. Or they could just be Scots like me. Who knows? So yeah, we're getting a lot of levels, which is good. I realise I have 2 levels. Time to make a power 2. I decided not to bother going for a power 3 because, I mean, it costs more levels. There's not much point. Wanted to go for better armour, so decided to continue to get redstone. And keep in mind the border's moving at this point, because the border started moving when I was getting when I was TP'd out. I didn't know how fast it would move. See, that's the thing. I didn't know if it would be quickly or if it was slowly. I remember when with the RSG guys, we used to do something called conflict survival, which was like UHC but with natural regen on. And I remember once we did a border season where the border moved and one of the contestants had to dig away from it really quickly because it appeared right next to them. That was pretty exciting, to be honest. Okay, there we go. So decided to smelt because I had a lot of gold, 52 gold in my inventory. Still had 4 apples to use, so made sense to smelt the gold now rather than regret it later. And yeah, it's fine and well. Fine and well at the minute. But that border's getting ever closer. I decided to put down the enchanting table at this point, I think, and do a bit more enchanting. See, I didn't know how much blocks I should have on my bar. I didn't realise that lava disappeared, by the way. I only realised it during, like, later on when I was in the game. I looked and I was like, oh, I didn't get any lava, what the heck. Obviously it glitched. Yep, let's enchant the anvil. We can get efficiency 1 on that. I decided to just enchant these books in the hope of getting something better than the next book, but unfortunately things didn't go so well, which was kind of bad. Power, I didn't really, it was prot I wanted. Prot and proj prot was really the only thing I really wanted. Unfortunately I couldn't even get it on the chest plate. I'm still just enchanting things randomly in the hope that they'll give me something. I think I finally got, well, I'm not entirely convinced I got anything. Made the power, or I tried to make the power 2 book in the hope that one day I could, or not one day, but at some point I could get the power 3. I think I regret that immediately, but there you go. At this point, I think I realised the border was less than 100 blocks away from me. So it was a case of check all the furnaces, get the remaining gold, and get the heck out of there. Now I did play a Hypixel recently with Zenger where I died to the border, and it's because I started digging up and I thought I could beat it when I was digging up. Unfortunately I couldn't. That border was moving a lot slower than this one is. If you keep your eyes on the right hand side of the screen, you'll see the border coordinates come up on the bar, and if you keep a look at my Z coordinate in the F3 debug screen, that will show you how close it is. So border's at minus 653, I'm at minus 607, so it's getting closer to me than I am digging up. At this point I was panicking. I dug to coal, decided to avoid it because I think it takes longer to mine, but I don't think it would have made much of a difference. I then come to gravel, which really annoys me. Thankfully I'm at the top of the gravel pile instead of at the bottom, which would have been bad. still the race goes on. Now this is intense. I don't think I've ever been this intense, like even during a PvP battle, than I have been with the border. Which was, like, in retrospect, it was quite fun, but at the time I'm just kind of freaking out. And as you can see, minus 612 compared to minus 586. It's within 40 or 30 blocks of me. So that was, at one point during this dig up, I thought I'd lost it. Keep in mind, I got a sharpness 5 sword on me. I have the hopes of the game on me, and yet I still cannot get to the surface. I found gravel. Dirt, thought that was the surface. No, it's not. We're only at Y50, Y60. Sorry. Border's getting ever closer. Where we are, we're at minus 560. Border's at minus 570. It's within 10 blocks of me. We've got to the dirt. We're at Y66. We must be in a hill. Keep going. And then a message appears on the screen that says the world border's like a few blocks from you. And we get out with the world border right on our tail. That was pretty terrifying, I must say. And at this point, my heart was pounding. I just felt really, really intense. But we did it. If I died with that sharpness 5 sword on me to the board, I would have probably given up UHC for life. No, but yeah, it was not a good scenario to be in. I should have probably done better with my time management, but we made it out in the end, which was good. Someone else getting another kill there. Sir Stone Blue. We'll see him later. Maybe. Not sure what that guy said. It could be something along the lines of, you flippin' try hard, or something like that. I do have that Ender Pearl on me. I decided just to keep off my hotbar because there was one game I was in where I really, really needed to use an Ender Pearl, but it wasn't on my hotbar. And yet there was another game where I had an Ender Pearl on my hotbar, I think, and I used it accidentally, and I didn't mean to. So it's kind of a do I go with it or do I not? I decided not to at this point. And also, like, when the world border gets really close, there's no point in Ender Pearling, because chances are you're just going to Ender Pearl right through the border and die, which I've done before on Eximius. Or I didn't die, I just lost a lot of damage, or lost a lot of health, I should say. Oh, I've been commentating now for quite a long time, but hopefully that won't affect what I'm saying. 0-0 appears to be a plains or a forest, which is good if it's a plains. I don't actually mind a wee bit forest. Oh yeah, I decided to eat there. I was only 1 heart down, but I thought, I got 11 gapples. Chances are I'm going to die. I might as well just eat and get rid of 1 so that I'm at full health and have a good chance. And we continue our journey. 0-0's to my left at this point in time. And I'm just kind of looking about, looking for people. It's the border. I'm not concerned about the border at the minute. I'm not sure if the border stops at this point, but it doesn't really matter. There we go. First guy we see, full diamond. My first bow shots are actually very bad. Like, I miss every single one of them. Decided to retreat a little just to get a bit of air. He probably thinks this is an easy kill, and if I was him, I'd think this was an easy kill. And to be honest, at this point, even with a sharp 5, I was thinking, yep, easy kill for him. Finally, we get a few shots in on him. I decided to run in before he healed, although the fact he was only half a heart down means there was probably no point. It's actually a really good battle. Boom! There we go, half a heart. Here comes the cleanup. At this point, I wasn't that. I was fairly confident I could bow spam this person and then get them with my sharp 5, and then thankfully I turned around because I saw someone else coming to clean me up. So already I'm in a scenario that is bad. I got a hit there. I thought I would get that hit because I messed up my jump twice. Managed to get away from their first swing or second swing. Get a bit of bow spam. At this point, I thought I was going to lose at this point because I was so low. But so were they. So it was all good. All good. So that's a triple kill, which is pretty cool. And we have ourselves full diamond. We've got ourselves 3 loot piles to look through, although in the end I don't think I looked through the other 2. Sharpness 3, ha, peasants. No, I made sure I ate the apples because often one can forget to, and when one is cleaned up, one is on low health. There we go, full diamond. I typed GG 3 times there because I'd killed 3 players, so I was kind of excited, you know, GG GG. Anyway, got some Prot 2 stuff, which was good. I decided to lava this stuff because I realised that if there was other players in the game and they were, you know, not as well geared, they could come across this stuff and be well geared. Stating the obvious there, but that's exactly my thinking. Just going back to the other 2 loot piles here, that was pretty cool actually. And at this point, I was really, you know, hyped, or not hyped up, but you know, heart pounding, you know, intense feeling kind of thing. I can't really describe it. I got more egg apples as well from those fights, and I got more red apples, so I could use most of the gold I had. As you can see, I have 41 gold left on me, and I have an extra ender pearl, which is good. So I decide just to go ahead and make them. Pretty sure I've still got the Shark 5 on me at this point. I don't think I've thrown it out. Here's me thinking I'm killing everyone with the Shark 5 and I've thrown it out already. I had so much planks there. Someone obviously had kept a lot of theirs. I mean, I had a lot of planks on me, but I've also only got 25 arrows, which at this point did kind of concern me. I kind of thought that, you know, I had to bow spam a few people there. And so I was kind of low on arrows, but I wasn't too worried. At this point, full diamond, Prot 2, Shark 5. I was feeling pretty confident. Like, at most, someone would be full diamond, Shark 3, which is still powerful. And obviously, I could still lose to, but I was fairly confident. So we just kind of take a look around. The border's at minus 200 at this point, or 200 minus 200. So I decided just to kind of scour the land, see if I could find someone else. At this point, I'm going to see someone on my screen that I should have killed there. I should have seen, but I didn't. Did I put a power 2 on my bar there? I thought I found a power 3 from someone, but whatever. Maybe I was wrong. I've got an empty hotbar slot. Oh my goodness. I should have... Why? Anyway, so yeah, 4 kills, because we killed the guy in the stronghold at the start, and we got a triple kill there, so that's pretty good. And yep, we've arrived at the border. So we've got to turn around and head back into the centre of the earth. There's 5 players left, and I know they're all within this area, so you know you just got me on red alert and got to have your eyes open, really looking. I mean, like I said, I was fairly confident at this point, but anything can happen. And like, I mean, as stacked as I am, you still have to perform, and I at times sometimes don't perform. You know, people say UHC's like 10% skill or something stupid like that. I don't believe that. I believe skill plays a much higher level in UHC, because there's good PvPers out there that can like go and get full iron and then just go wreck face at 0-0 with just full iron. So I mean, I think it requires a lot more PvP skill, and I'm a testimony to that through the fact that I suck. Anyway, got another someone else got killed there. Did I see someone? I might have seen someone at this point. Oh no, I hadn't. But I did now. Get a few bow shots in, or one at least. He shoots me. I'm thinking this is going to be a difficult battle because he's bow spam, but he goes in for melee. The border's right at my back. I never actually noticed this. I never noticed the border was right at my back until about now. And I saw those red apples disappear behind the border, which I was kind of sad about. But I've got 14 gapples, so I mean, I should be good for healing. So that's another kill. We're up to, what are we up to, 5? Not bad, not bad. There's a bit of a skybies over there, looks like, although I kind of went over to it, but I didn't see anyone. Saw someone over there. Managed to get a shot in. See that the hearts 18.098001. That's just kind of confusing. The fact that it does so many digits. Anyway, that person kept me away, and then jumped on me. And this was actually quite a good battle because I mean there I got a good combo, and then they got a good combo here. I actually thought they had a notch apple, which is why I kind of checked tab there. But I managed to get the final combo, and they did get a hit at the end, but I still had 2.5 hearts to spare. Now I don't know what I'm doing at this point, to be honest. I'm just kind of like checking through stuff. Like there's stuff on the ground, and I'm just kind of like I should probably just leave it and go look for the other person. But for some reason I have to get it. I'm 1 gold away from a notch apple, by the way. Oh, 1 gold and then 1 apple away from a notch apple. But oh, there he is. And there we go. I won my second ever Epic Cube UHC with a sharpness 5 and 7 kills, which is actually my kill record in a single UHC. I believe my previous kill record was 6, which I achieved on a Mineplex server, on a Mineplex game I should say, an UHC Game, and I think I got it on a Hypixel game, but I can't actually remember. So yeah, I was very chuffed with that. My KDR actually for Epic Cube is now 8, because that's 8 kills, 1 death, so at time of recording I'm pretty happy about that, although by the time this gets uploaded I've probably lost a bunch of games, so it's probably different. Thank you for watching this series if you have. This is definitely one of my favourite UHCs to have taken part in, due to the amount of action I got in and all the stuff I found in that. It was pretty good. And also the border. I think the border was my favourite part of the whole thing, was just beating the border. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Got a dry throat and I got some other recording to do after this. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I entertained you. Are you not entertained? And yeah, I will see you when I see you.